Well, they say money can't buy you love, but it can get you a high-powered divorce attorney. The Times of London reporting that Madonna is meeting with the lawyer who protected Paul McCartney's fortune, or tried to, in his split with Heather Mills. Can the Queen of Pop expect a repeat performance? To talk about this, we welcome celebrity divorce attorney Stacy Phillips, whose clients include Britney Spears and Bobby Brown. Stacy, if this marriage was, and it's in England, it's in Britain, they don't recognize prenups, do they?
I couldn't tell you if they recognize prenups, but the better question is, did Madonna and Ritchie have a prenup? You know, that was the big deal with Paul McCartney because he did not have a prenup. And presumably, if the big question was, why didn't he have a prenup, I would think in England they do recognize them. Okay,
so I don't believe that Madonna did indeed have a prenup. So if she's got a personal fortune of $600 million, I take it that her husband is entitled to roughly half of that after 7 years of marriage.
No, he would be entitled, if their law is similar to our law here in California, to approximately 1/2 of the income earned from her services rendered during the marriage. Not her bank account increasing, but as she goes on the road, cuts a record, makes a video, unless they have a prenup, he would be entitled to half of that fortune from her services, and she would be entitled to half of his fortune from the movies he's made.
I believe they have children together, so that complicates things, doesn't it?
They have one child that they had together. She has a child from a prior relationship, which to the best of my knowledge he did not adopt. The other father is involved. And then either they or she just adopted a baby.
What advice would you give to Madonna's lawyer? Madonna's lawyer, this is.
Be straight up with her. Don't try to sell her a bill of goods. Spend the time necessary. Make sure she has reasonable expectations. Make sure she keeps a low profile.
I believe that the lawyer for Madonna is Fiona Shackleton, whose clients, as you know, include Sir Paul McCartney and indeed Prince Charles. And I believe she is the attorney who had a jug of water poured on her head when Heather Mills failed to get the money she wanted from Sir Paul. Any other advice for Fiona Shackleton?
I guess I'd say stay out of the water. More importantly, try to keep things on an even keel. And my advice to clients, especially celebrities, is to stay out of the media. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a tough one, though, isn't it? You know, staying out of the media with this kind of high-level celebrity, that's awfully hard to do. Dueling lawyers is a very easy trap to fall into.
You're absolutely right, and either the clients want to be in the press or they're going to work very hard to stay out of the press. Remember Brad and Jen? You saw very little of that because they handled it privately with their lawyers, etc. They kept it out of the court system. So, and you know from Paul that she went on every TV show possible, courted the press. There's going to be enough press involved, and they're going to speculate as to what's going on. But my advice, my personal advice, my business advice is do this quietly and with respect for each other and your lawyers.
That is very good advice, Stacy Phillips, and we thank you for being with us to give it. Thank you.
Thank you.